I got a call one day from someone that was responding to one of the letters. What's up, everybody? Welcome to AskRinde. I'm Rinde Adebayo, digital entrepreneur, real estate entrepreneur, and top producing real estate agent here in New Jersey. And welcome to AskRinde. If it's your first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button and smash the like button. I do videos about foreclosure, income, and credit, and I would love to have you as a part of our growing network all around the country. Also, currently pre-enrolled for Foreclosure Act Academy, so click the link below to get started today. How I bought my first property at 22. Yes, this is going to be my short story of how I bought my first property in real estate at 22. And my first property, I bought it in Bayonne. I'm in the area right now where I own property that I've had actually for quite a while. As you can see, the area is very nice. Do a quick pan, show you the neighborhood. And so I own property in this area. And, I just have been self-reflecting recently because I've actually been working on helping quite a number of people. So thinking back to how I got started in real estate, I actually started out scouting for someone, meaning that I was working for free. I was actually a gopher. So I would actually do all the grunt work that the guy needed done. The guy was in Suffern, New York. And I would drive from Newark all the way up there to help. Basically, because I just wanted to learn. I was very hungry. I wanted to learn about the real estate game. And I would stuff envelopes, call people, do whatever they needed done to be able to reach the end client. And that was where I think I learned a little bit about how to find people that, were in situations that I could probably, reach out to help or to buy their property. So make a long story short, I actually took the same concepts that I learned from him and I started mailing people. And I got a mailbox out of Tenafly, New Jersey, on Railroad Avenue. At the time, there was a mailbox, etc. And I got a mailbox out of there, and I started to send mailers out to people. And I got a call one day from someone that was responding to one of the letters. It was a lady, and she said that she had a house in Bayonne, New Jersey, and that she was losing the property. And basically, when I got to call her back and I got to meet with her, we talked about the situation. And basically what she had two properties. One was, both of them were in Bayonne. One was a two-family, and she was renting it out to two police officers. Well, she was taking the money from the property that she had rented out to the police officers to use for the property that she was in, which was really behind, and she was losing it. So basically, she wanted to work out something to figure out how she could save the two-family property she had the police officers in. So at the time, in order for me to buy the property, what I did was I actually partnered up with someone, and we bought the property via sale leaseback. We rearranged with her to be able to pay us monthly, and we had a preset determined time that she would actually pay us over a protracted period of time monthly, and then at the end of the term she had the option to be able to buy the property back. And so it worked out well for us because what happened basically was we actually had ready tenants in the property already, which were the police officers, both making over $100,000 a year, and they were making the payments. And at the same time, we had her as a buyer with the option to purchase the property a year later. So with us taking over the property, we were able to actually collect rent with cash flow on it. And a year later, she was able to be in a better position to be able to buy the property back. And so we put her in a position where her credit started to go back up, and we put her with a credit person to be able to help her work on her credit to get her back in right standing so that she could be able to purchase the property. She did. She bought the property back from us. We were able to actually make some money on it. At the time, I think we made about 40, if I'm not mistaken, 42,000 on it, and we were able to move on from there. That was my first deal. There were some issues with it, starting out, but there weren't that many problems with it because, like I said, we got there, she had the renters in there, which were police officers. We just had to structure the deal that made sense, and it was a win-win for everyone. The thing about it is that was a learning experience for me, and since then I've been able to move on, broker real estate here in New Jersey, and buy other properties. So there are two takeaways that I want you to get from this video. Number one is buy property young. There are property that I bought in my 20s that I still have till this day. The most important thing though when you're buying property young is you want to buy property correctly. There are a lot of people teaching a lot of information regarding buying this and buying that, and you want to make sure that you're not just taking what they're telling you for surface value. It's important for you to protect yourself because this is how you avoid foreclosure in the long run. You want to make sure that you're not buying something because you're trying to either keep up with someone else or because of the hype. You want to make sure that you're buying property correctly. My recommendation as a young person is you do a few things. Number one is make sure you protect your credit. A lot of times, your credit starts to be calculated or taxed before you even are aware of it. So I would recommend that you protect your credit by making sure that you're not getting any unnecessary subscriptions, things that are going to damage your credit, meaning things that you're not paying attention to. Pay attention to the fine print of things that you're signing up for. Just be very careful, and then don't sign for things that you're not going to be directly responsible for. It's important because you don't want to damage your credit early on. It'll be difficult for you to actually get a good start. Second thing is you want to make sure that you take advantage of the first-time home buyer program, which is FHA, and you want to buy via FHA. Now, there are many recommendations out there to buy a fourplex or a 4-unit property, and you can do that. With FHA, you can buy anything from a 2 to a 4-unit property with 3.5% or 3% down. The one thing, though, I want to share with you is that when you're first starting out, there's a lot of learning. There's a lot to learn regarding real estate, dealing with people, managing tenants, etc. So I'm a big advocate of a 2-family with a finished basement, because what happens basically is that you're able to get the option of having 2 incomes, and if you need to move into the property, you can. But you're not dealing with 4 people, or 3 other units, or 3 other tenants, and 3 other families. It's just a lot. And I've seen a lot of people crash and burn. I've bailed out a lot of people. We're still bailing people out that have bought incorrectly. There are people who have had to sell properties, multifamilies, because they bought it wrongly. It was a great property, good cash flowing property, but the debt on it is so much that it's a strain and it's not profitable. So the thing about it is that the concept of buying real estate, especially young, is good. You just want to make sure that you're buying correctly, and don't buy based on what someone else is telling you as far as a hype. You want to make sure that you're doing your numbers, but you want to make sure that the type of property you're buying, if you can get it cash flowing, that'll be great. But the most important thing is you want to make sure that you don't buy with excessive debt. So that's important to keep in mind when it comes to buying, young. You want to make sure that you're using and you're leveraging FHA financing, which is 3.5% down, which is your minimal financing. And then there are also options out there for seller held financing, but those are more complex, creative real estate deals. I don't encourage you, if you're not versed in that, to get involved in that. You want to basically have someone who can mentor you or walk you through and handhold you how to do, if you do have a seller that's willing to hold paper. And that's a great option for you to explore, depending on whether or not the interest rate is good and the terms are in your favor. So the second takeaway I want you to get from this video is that you can use real estate to be able to stop and beat foreclosure. A lot of people don't realize this, but real estate itself can be a big value to you to help you beat foreclosure. We do it all the time. We actually use real estate to stop foreclosure for people. And so that's something that I want to share more about with you. I look forward to giving you guys more knowledge and insight on this. I just wanted to give you a little tidbit on how I bought my first property at 22, and continually trying to grow my portfolio and help many people as we go along. So till next time, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any questions regarding the Academy, you can also email me. My email address is askrindenow@gmail.com. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Until next time, thank you for watching.